Good morning. Today is the 9th of January. It's 7:02 AM and I've just got to the gym. I've got a push session. Weight was down again this morning, so started sort of dieting properly on the 6th of January. Today's the 9th and we were at 100.4 on the 6th, and then today we were at 98.8. So yeah, that's alright. I took a trade this morning as well on USD JPY. So the 6 AM candle entered a buy position, was it? It was a, if you bear with me, it was a buy position. So we took a winner on that one. It was the fib entry 1. So I'll go over that trade when I'm back from the gym. Today we're trading on a 2.5k Finity funding account. So for those of you who don't really know what's going on, title of the video, I'm on the road to 20k in funded money. We've got 4 2.5k Finity funding accounts. I've got 1 5k fivers account, 2 10k FTMO challenges, and then 1 100k FTMO challenge. So the reason I've got all these accounts is I've sort of accumulated them over time. Whenever I thought, you know, when I was trading EAs and I would attach an EA to a demo account and thought this is really good, I'd instantly buy a challenge. Or if I had a bit of a winning streak when I was half manually trading last year, so I wasn't really trading as properly as I should have been, and I was taking trades and I thought, oh, this is promising, let's just buy another challenge. And you know what it gets like. So these are accounts that are still valid, and I've managed to keep hold of. So some of them are in drawdown, but yeah, ultimately the goal is get 20k funded, and then from there hopefully we get there. But if we do, we push on to 50, 100. For now I'm gonna get in the gym, get this push session done, and then I will catch back up with you. Okay, a quick update. It is 9:15 AM. So if you have a look at the trade that we took this morning on USD JPY, you can see the trade here. So what happened on the 5 till 6 candle is, you can see price closed bullish. So because of that, we were just looking for a continuation upwards. So I measured out the bottom of the 5 till 6 candle, which is here, which is at 5 AM. And then the top, which is at 5:40. And then once the 6 AM candle opened, which is here, price came down, it triggered us into position number 1, and then went up into our direction. So this is what the trade looked like on the account, $4.25. I'm also lining up some buys on GU here. So if I show you the reasoning behind this one, this was the 8 till 9 candle. You can see this is closed bullish. So it's now 9:16 AM, so the 9 till 10 candle I'm hoping will continue upwards. There isn't really much traffic to worry about on the hourly chart until I'd say around here. So if price was pushing into this area, I wouldn't take this trade. But the fact that we've got room to the upside means that I am potentially going to get into this. You can see that price has come down, so we've measured the bottom of the 8 AM candle, which is there, and then the top of the 8 till 9 candle, which is at 8:40, and it is there. And then we've placed 3 buy limit orders at position 1, 2 and 3. Now you can see what's happened. Price has come down, it hasn't quite triggered us in, and then it seems to be pushing upwards now. So we'll see if price breaks and closes above this area on the fib, so the 0 level at the fib, then I will just delete all pending orders. But we've still got opportunity here for price to come down. If it comes up and then there's a wick but actually closes within our area, then I am still looking to take the trade. So let's just see what happens over the next hour or so. Okay, quick update. It's 9:26. You can see that GU has just gone without triggering us into the trade, which is all good. I don't mind that. I mean, ideally, if I would have known here that price had made its lowest point with these wicks and then this bullish candle, I could have potentially jumped into a trade there. But like I've said, I'm more than happy to continue to use the fib at the minute just to help me with the entries. With using the fib, it just means that we are going to miss some trades on occasion, which is all good. I'm going to delete these orders now, so delete all orders. And then I will just keep my eye out for anything else, but you can see what happened here. The idea was right. I don't mind seeing when price just goes, because I can see that the continuation idea was right, which is basically the 8 till 9 a.m. candle closed bullish here on the hourly chart. I'm just expecting price to continue upwards, which it did. It just didn't trigger me in, which is fine. At least I know that I was along the right lines, which is all good. So let's remove these drawings, and then let's get some brekkie, and let's see if anything else sets up. Time to walk the dog on my lunch break. It's just turned 12. I took a nice trade on gold at 11. It was the first time we've got into all 3 positions on the fib, and we've taken a winner. So yeah, happy with that. I'll show you that trade when I get back. Just need to get away from the computer a little bit, even though it's freezing out here. Look at the steam coming off it. I don't even know what's happening there, but yeah, it's cold. It's nice and sunny, like, but it's freezing. Look at all that. It's some sort of like movie. Anyway, I'm gonna get a dog walked now, and then I'll catch back up with you. Right then, it's 12:24. Just got some tuna pasta bake heating up. Gonna have that with a protein shake. But what I wanted to do is show you the gold trade that we took before. So this is the first trade that we've taken on gold. It's also the first time, well, I said this on the walk, it's the first time we've been triggered into all positions with the fib, and then we won. Obviously we got triggered into all positions yesterday on GJ, but that was a loss. But let's have a look at the winner, which has really made me day. I won't be taking any more trades today. I mean, like I've said, I'm trying to limit my trades to 2 trades a day anyway, so this is my second trade of the day. But I just think if you can hit a really nice trade like this, then it's probably time to call it a day. Anyway, this is what the trade looks like. So I came to the charts at 11, and you can see on the hourly candle here that the 10 till 11, let's delete that, the 10 till 11 candle closed like this, so it's nicely bullish. As well as that, we have broken above this, see this little high here, we have broken above that with this candle, and we had a bit of room before getting to this area as well. So because of those reasons, I was happy to take a buy. So this is what it looked like from a 5-minute perspective. Let me just put that fib back. So there's the fib. So we measured out the 10 till 11 a.m. highs and lows. You can see a low was made during that hourly candle at 10 a.m. and then price came up, and then at 10:50 we got our highest point. So then when the 11 o'clock candle opened, I took 3 buy positions at the 38.2, the 50% and the 61.8, risking 0.33% every time. You can see price came down at 11, so as soon as I put the orders in, price came down, triggered us into all 3 positions, and then it did go into our direction. So the first position was a 0.58, second was a 0.94, and then the third was a 1.41. So really nice trade, really happy with this. If we have a look at what the account is looking like for today, this is one of the 2.5k Finity funding accounts that we're trading on today. You can see we have made $17.28 on this account today, with that buy this morning USD JPY and then these 3 gold positions. So yeah, really happy with that. This is what it means on the spreadsheet. So you can see we have taken 7 trades so far, 6 wins and 1 loss, a win rate of 85.71%. But like I say, the win rate is higher at the minute because I'm going for a smaller risk to reward. Good morning. Friday the 10th of January. I've just pulled up to the train station. I'm going to go into Liverpool to, I'm after a book called Steal Like an Artist. And there's quite a big Waterstones in Liverpool, so I'm hoping that they've got a copy over there. I took 2 trades this morning, one on GU, which was a loss, and then I took one on gold, and on the gold trade we got triggered in on the second entry, and that trade won. But even though we won on that trade, the loss on GU means that we're down overall for the day, but that's all good. I'm gonna go and get this train now. It's in a minute, so I'll go over the trades when I'm home, but for now let's go into Liverpool. Sorted. It's exactly what I was after. So probably gonna get a bit of breakfast now, a little bit of coffee, something like that. Okay, just got home from Liverpool. Let's go over these trades that we took this morning. First one was a sell on GU. Now the reason for this trade is price has pushed into this area multiple times and rejected. So when price got back up to this area at 8, in the 8 till 9 hourly candle, we had a huge top wick rejection. So because of that, I was looking for a sell to continue downwards to at least this area. Now that I look at it, this body close isn't big enough. So we would have much preferred to see a bearish candle that looks like this with a bigger body. And you can see what happened after that bearish candle. Price did continue down. So when you have a body like this, unless there's an area of rejection, there's a chance that price might continue down. Now, the only reason I took this really isn't because of the body, because it isn't a good body. It's more about the top wick and the fact that it's pushing into this area. So I think going forward, I won't be looking to take trades at all with such a small body. Anyway, from a 5-minute perspective, this is what the trade looked like. So we measured out the highs and low points of the 8 till 9 candle. So the low point was at 8:05 and the high point was at 8:30. So put the Fibonacci in place there. And you can see that when the 9 AM candle opened, price came up, triggered me into 1, 2, 3 positions, and then unfortunately did go against me. So took a loss on that. Here is the trade on gold. So this was a better trade. You can see what's happened previously at this area. Price has rejected multiple times. However, we finally broke above this area on the hourly chart in the 8 till 9 hourly candle. So once we pushed out of this area, we had a really strong bullish close. We didn't have any traffic here to worry about, so I was looking for a continuation upwards. So when the 9 till 10 candle opened, I measured out the 8 till 9 candle. You can see that there. Bottom of the 8 AM candle is here, top at 8 AM. Sorry, I'm all over the place here. At 8 AM, and then the high is at 8:35. So once the Fibonacci was measured out, I set 3 buy limit orders at the 38.2, 50 and the 61. At 9:05 we were triggered into positions 1, then 2, nearly into position 3 as well, which I kind of wish we got into, to be honest, but we didn't. We only got into 2 positions there, and then price continued up into our direction. So the first position made a 0.6, and then the second position made a 0.84. So this is what the account looks like. It was a 2.5k Definitive funding account. Ignore that buy, I've gone over that. That was just to make sure all the accounts stay active. So the sell there is on GU, which we lost, and then the winning buy. But we are down for the day, $11.42. If you watched the video the other day, I was going on about how I'm trying to not have that much coffee anymore, and I was looking into sort of alternatives, and something called yerba mate kept coming up, and I thought, you know what? It looks a bit weird, but why not? Let's just try it. So, ordered some. I had an absolute nightmare with it coming over. Came all the way from Poland. You can't really get like the sort of stuff over here because it's quite like it's like a specialty drink. I don't know where it's from. I think it's from like Argentina. Well, I don't know if it's from there, but they drink it in Argentina and stuff. And I don't know what it's gonna be like, what it's gonna taste like, if I'm gonna like it. I don't know, but anyway, ordered some from Poland. Took ages to come, and I bet I don't like it, but let's find out. So that's some of the stuff, I'm guessing. But there's a bigger bag as well. I don't really know what that is because I ordered one big bag and then a flask to keep the water hot, and then a cup and a straw. I'm butchering, they're not called any of those things. And then the actual yerba mate itself, which is here. So there's that. That's the stuff I ordered, so that must be a little bonus. So it's basically it's like loose tea leaves, and then the actual filter is in the straw itself. It stinks, to be honest with you. I don't know, it smells like I don't know, it smells quite nice, to be honest. Well, can you see that? It smells like proper like orangey. It smells alright. I have no idea what I'm doing with it, like how I make it and stuff. But gotta try these things, haven't you? Variety is the spice of life. So this is the little bombilla, and it's like the straw that you drink it through. So you don't have to use tea bags or filter it or anything like that. This does it all for you. So you can see it's got like little things in it. Does that come off? No. So that filters the actual stuff. And then here's the flask that came with it. And this was all for like 30 quid. Which I don't know, I think that's dead good. So, see, it's lighting up. 6 degrees currently. It's not, it's like -6. But yeah, you put your water in there. Put your water in there. Why does that come off? Why does that do that? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, I'll be honest with you. If you couldn't already tell. And then, little cleaner for straw. Little mat as well. And then the actual, what do you call this thing? Special name for it, I can't remember. It's not a mug, but don't know. It's like funky. Right, let's figure out what I'm doing and let's try one. We'll see why not. It's 1:10. Don't know how much caffeine's in it. Might be up all night with this, but we'll see. Let's figure out what I'm doing first and go from there. Right, okay. I think that is if you want to make that actual, like put stuff in that, put leaves in that, and then I'm guessing you sort of dangle it from here or whatever, and then it just, I don't know. I don't need it though, I don't think, because the way you make this is quite weird and very particular. You don't just dump them in and then pour hot water in it. I've been watching videos on how you do it. Whether that means I can do it myself, I don't know, but let's definitely have a go right now. Right, okay, so what we're doing is, anyone who drinks this all the time, I can only apologise that I'm probably butchering this, but apparently you fill this up halfway with the stuff, and then and this is where I'm definitely gonna go wrong. You turn it over and you shake it, and somehow this is supposed to go like half. Oh, that did not work. Right, well that didn't really work, but now that it's at half, you balance that on there. Mate, I am having a nightmare. You balance that on there, and then you pour hot water on the empty half. How do you even do this? Pour hot water on that side, just to try and keep some of the leaves clean, I think. Leaves dry. Hang on, this is sort of working, to be fair. I mean, it's not as aesthetically pleasing as some of the ones I've seen on YouTube and that, but leave that for 2 minutes, so let's just wait a minute. Well, 2. And basically what's happening is, well, what's meant to happen is, you have like half. The ones I've seen, it's like a perfect half. You pour hot water on that side, and then you put the straw under that side, like jam it under sort of the dry leaves here. And as you drink down on this side, these leaves stay dry, and then you can refill it over and over again. You drink half, then next time you fill your water up, you include a few more leaves, then a few more, until eventually you've got through all of the dry leaves, because they're all in like the mix, and that loses taste. As soon as that loses taste, you're done. Do you know what? It actually smells dead nice. I'm not just saying that because I want it to, but it genuinely smells nice. Okay, so now that's been soaking for 2 minutes, you can top up, basically bring it to the top now. And I'm hoping that not all the leaves are wet there. Ugh, they sort of are. It's not meant to be like that, it's not meant to be just like a pond of like sludge. It's meant to be like perfectly half and that, but oh shit. I've done it wrong. While I was waiting there, before filling that water up, I forgot to put the straw in first. The amount of videos I've watched on this while I was waiting for it to come, and then I go and do that. Anyway, that's not really how you do it, but let's try that and see what we're working with. Like I say, it smells nice, you know. Right, you ready? This is genuinely the first time I've ever tried this. I'm sure it's just like green tea. Oh, you're not meant to move the straw or nothing. I've done everything wrong. Anyway. What is that? That is horrible. Ugh. I knew it was going to be bad as well. I was excited for this to come. It's so bitter. It's like that is. I can't drink it. What a waste of dough. I knew it was going to be as well. I was like, don't order it. I was like, oh, it looked cool and that. Yeah, worth it, wasn't it? I knew that was going to happen. It's like the most bitter thing. I don't know if it's just this one that I've got and like others are. Ugh. It is not nice at all. It's probably the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life. I'm serious. That is horrible. I really wanted to like it. It's like, I can't explain the taste. It's like you're just drinking like tea, just like black tea, but the most bitter. It's intense, like it's so strong. Apparently the health benefits and the energy and stuff are meant to be like top notch, but I think it's not worth the trade-off of it tasting like that. I'm hoping that it comes with time that I actually will like it. Or I've just, because to be fair, like I say, that kit included that, the mug, I'm going to call it a mug, the straw, the tea and everything, and it was like 30 quid, I think, all the way from Poland. So that included shipping. So maybe that's not the best stuff. What? Oh no. Okay, so a losing day today, but that's okay. You know, losing days are going to happen. Losing weeks are going to happen. And losing months are going to happen. I was thinking about the other day, actually, that if you could have 11 losing months in a row, which is unlikely, to be fair, unless you're doing something like stupid. 11 losing months is a bit weird. Anyway, if you have 11 losing months, but then in that 12th month, you are profitable enough to wipe out all of those losses and make a gain on your account, then you've had a profitable year. So it depends really on how long you're sort of measuring yourself for. And I used to be really impatient, and I used to, you know, not let strategies play out. And after 1 or 2 weeks, I'd be like, this doesn't work. Let's try something else. And that was obviously my downfall, which I kind of knew at the time, but I was really impatient. Whereas, you know, look back now, even though I'm still only like a year in properly trading, I look back now and I think, you know, if only I would have stuck to the strategy from day one, as you know. Anyway, the point is that depending on how long you're measuring yourself for, then you can review at certain periods. But if anything, you should extend length and really give time for your strategy to play out and actually become profitable. So if you backtest a strategy and you know, use one of the backtesting softwares now, or even just TradingView, and you backtest and you know that over 6 months to a year, the strategy is profitable, then just let it play out, even if you are having bad days and bad months. And I know it's really hard to do, and I don't always do it myself. That's why I'm not a profitable trader. Well, that's one of the reasons why. But I know that is important to do. So what I plan to do is I'm going to review things after sort of 3 months. I mean, I'll be doing the videos anyway, so I'll just be able to keep track on everything through the videos, as well as the trading journal. But after 3 months, if we're not profitable, then I'm not saying tweaking the strategy, but we're potentially going to look at risk management and those types of things. But maybe not after 3 months. If we're near break even, then it's sort of okay. But after 6 months, if we're not profitable and we've not passed any accounts, then I think at that point, I'm not saying strategy hot, but I'm just saying we need to sort of review the strategy and maybe hone in on some details and make sure that it is profitable. Because, you know, after 6 months, it will be gutting if I'm not a funded trader. Saying that though, I've been trying to be a funded trader for like 3 years at the very least. I used to try it with EAs. The past year I've sort of been dabbling with manual trading, whereas now, you know, I'm going full steam ahead with the manual trading. I'm trading the same way and I'm journaling every trade, and I do think that helps massively because you're sort of holding yourself accountable. And what I'm really grateful for as well is this YouTube channel, and you know, having you guys watching. But even if the views aren't that high, you know, I can watch it myself, and if I take a stupid trade, the evidence is there, and I can look back and go, why did I do that? It's like a video diary. So I'm really grateful for that, and it's even better if people are actually watching. So I really, really appreciate that. But I think having that, holding yourself accountable for every single trade you take, because it is all on you at the end of the day. No one else is taking that trade for you. And I think that's what I really like about manual trading, even though it's so hard. And, you know, attaching EAs to your MT4 and just let it run on a VPS is so much easier. I've never really seen it be profitable in the long run. Otherwise, I'd just have an EA running and I'd be rolling in it. Also, I never know what's going to happen with EAs. So if the license just gets pulled or whatever, you know, if MetaTrader says you can't use this anymore on MT4, MT5, I know it's unlikely, but it could happen. Or just the markets sort of evolve so much. The markets are evolving every day, where that's why as a manual trader, you can sort of adjust to the changing markets. So say if, you know, during December or things like that, the volume slows down a little bit, you can adjust your strategy. And I really like that flexibility, and it's all on us as manual traders to actually you know, ride the wave and go with the times. But I think what is so important is holding yourself accountable for each and every trade, because you know that there's a reason why you've taken that trade, wrong or right. So whether it's you've taken a bad trade and you know it, like I did the other day with that GJ trade, and I said, I don't know why I did this, and I know that it wasn't the right thing to do. I made a note of that and I said, why did I take this trade and all these things? And you can look back at it, and what I do at the weekend is just reflect on the journal and stuff, and then see going forward if there's any sort of adjustments that I can make. And I think just journaling the trades, it takes 5 minutes to do. After every single trade, log it and write what you were thinking when you took that trade, why you took the trade, and then where you were at sort of mentally. And I don't mean, I was one with the world. I don't mean all that. All I mean is that you just have to say, I felt confident about this trade, or I sort of, this usually wouldn't be a trade that I take. However, because I've taken 2 or 3 winners, then I'm happy to take it. I feel a bit more, you know, I'm on a good run, whatever it may be. And then that helps you remember what that feeling was like. So when you are going for a string of losses, you look back at those winners, and when you were more confident, and it's like, yeah, it does feel good to be like that. Why was I feeling that way? How did I get in that state of mind? Let's chase that again. And I think, again, you know, one thing for me that helps with that is going to the gym and stuff. So I think over the Christmas period, I wasn't going to the gym. I was drinking so much, just eating puddings every day, every meal, every hour. And I think being in that mindset, at least what I could say to myself, and I'm glad I did this, is I said, I'm not going to trade now until the new year, and I'm back on, you know, the health. But at least I can look back and say, you know, I'm glad I didn't trade during my DOSer days. You know, I stepped back and I was like, let's just, it's not a good time to be trading mentally. So let's wait till we're back in the gym. We've got a bit more natural energy. We feel good. Then we can start trading again. Which, you know, again, is up to you. If you want to just take trades based on, if you've got a rule-based strategy and you trade sort of like a robot, and you just take trades regardless of how you're feeling, and that can sometimes be beneficial as well. But I think for me, I do let my emotions get involved with trading quite a lot. And that's why it's important for me to journal every trade and sort of reflect on each and every trade that we take. So yeah, good day today. Don't work Fridays. That's why I've just been sort of out and about and exploring. I think what's good for me is just taking those 2 trades as well. So in terms of risk management and over trading and all those types of things, that's completely wiped out. And I think by trading on the hourly 5 minute, it means that there's so many opportunities to take trades, which means, you know, sometimes I'm quite impatient as well in my trading, I've noticed. So I don't like days where I'm not taking trades. Even if I have a losing day, I'd actually sometimes prefer that. It's like, well, at least I got involved in the markets, which again isn't good. You know, I need to step back and say, I'm not taking a trade today, and that's all good. So let's step away. So I think by limiting my trades to 2 trades per day is helping with that, and that's absolutely, you know, that's a rule I do not break. And then going forward, I might even go down to 1 trade a day or whatever. What I was saying is, the 1 hour, 5 minute strategy, it presents lots of opportunities, and obviously they're every hour. So you can look at the charts every hour, and potentially, like I did this morning, I took 2 trades within the morning, then I was done for the day, and I could just get on with whatever I want to do. So I think having that sort of risk management prevents any over trading. And then, like I say, maybe going forward, I might sit some days out and stuff, but I don't know. This is why I've just got involved in the markets, and we will adapt the strategy as we go. But the best thing to do is just to get involved. You know, like I've said, watching videos and stuff is, if anything, it's what's the word I'm looking for here? Like what's the word for like anti-progression? You know, like I'm trying to say, it holds you back, your mindset. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it stops you from progressing, because that works. It stops you from progressing because you just get stuck in that state of watching different videos, different strategies, or whatever it may be, and it hinders your progress. That's what it does. It hinders your progress, so you can't. how can you be progressing because you're not actually getting involved? And even if you are theoretically the best trader in the world because you've learned everything there is to know about the market, if you've not taken one trade on an account, then you're not a trader. You have to just start. You have to just trade demo, whatever it may be, but just go. And then from there, you adapt your strategy. You learn when you take losses. You learn when you take wins, and you just keep moving. And that's what I'm really glad that I've started to do now, and I'm not going to stop doing. So yeah, I really appreciate everyone watching these videos, and this is the start of a journey. Like I said in the last video, it's going to take time, and I know that, and I think the pressure of being 30 this year has been, I don't know what it's done to my head, but it's not, it's good, to be honest with you, it's a good thing, because it's like, it's a proper wake-up call, because I can't be messing around anymore. We need to do something. So this is exactly why we are trading properly now. We are making the videos properly now, and we're doing what we need to do. Yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to read some Shoe Dog for now. I'm going to get to that Steal Like an Artist, which I'm excited to read. But I love this Shoe Dog. I love it. If no one knows what that is, it's Phil Knight, who invented Nike. He wrote like a memoir. Is it? I don't know if it's an autobiography or a memoir. I don't know if they're the same thing. I don't know. He wrote a book. He wrote a book about how he invented Nike, and his storytelling skills are really good, much better than mine. And the way he's wrote this book is just fascinating. I'm really enjoying reading it. And he's not invented Nike yet, really. So I'm quite early on in it. And I do plan to read that, the Steal Like an Artist as well. But for now, I'm just going to get back to it, because I'm really getting meaty now. It's getting stuck into the story. So yeah, I'm going to go and read that, chill out, and then we will be back on Monday for some more trades. The video won't be live Monday. I'll trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The video will be live on Wednesday. So I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good weekend. Love you. Bye.